Greetings everyone and welcome to another video by Financial Hub. So today I'm personally glad to be joined by one of our alumni, our recent alumni. His name is Kech, we call him Ketch here. And we'll just catch up on his background, his journey through Financial Hub, his aspirations with trading, and probably where he's at in his journey and probably where he's looking to get into. So I'll allow him to introduce himself and let him tell you guys about just a brief background of himself, on how he knew trading, what made him come into trading, his experiences before joining Financial Hub. Ketch, thank you
very much for having me. I feel good to be here. Yes, my name is Kech Dirango. I've been trading since 2020, and before that, I was doing some bit of writing.
Okay.
I was also in the business world.
Writing?
I was in the business world, so sometimes selling clothes here and there to try and get something. So since 2021, since 2020 on and off, but from 2021 I decided now this is what I want to do.
How did you know about forex?
It's an interesting story.
Tell us.
There's a guy, one of my friends. His name is Gerald.
I think I know Gerald. Yeah.
Yes, he was also here.
Yeah, he's been our alumni also, yeah.
Gerald is the one who introduced me to forex.
Back in 2020?
Back in 2020.
Okay, yeah.
He came and told me, hey bro, there are those people who are doing forex. I didn't know what forex was, but
totally new to it.
He came with a list of those guys, and we were looking at what they do.
Now they are Instagram, socials.
Instagrams. Hey, these people are living their life. So I was like, wow, bro, this now lazima tutafanya. This is what I want to do. This is me. So since then I decided, it's time.
So the thing which made you come into forex was you saw some people living a lifestyle you wanted.
Yes, that's what but I didn't know anything to do with forex. I had no idea what it was. So from there we decided. He didn't even know. He didn't know anything. He only heard from someone that this is what we do and things like that, and those guys were driving. Na sisi tuko huko tunatembea. You were like, this is what we want to do. So
you were in campus that time, or?
Yes, we were.
You were in campus. Okay, nice.
By then Gerald was in Mombasa, was in Nairobi.
Okay.
But we used to communicate. I either go there or he comes.
Okay, nice.
So that's how we started. We started to do our research. Where can we get this kind of video? Remember that time we had no money. We are students. You have nothing. For sure. You're depending on your parents'
folks,
money. And the small gigs that you do. So Apo BabyPips, we started doing those.
And challenges. I like how every new beginner lands on BabyPips. And it's actually a very good place to start, to get the basics.
How we started. That's how me and Gerald started. So you were like, you will start then.
So Gerald starts
before both of us. We start doing this. Then by the end of the week, we start asking each other questions. Candlesticks umezipanga umekram kila kitu. Then you're like, now I have this.
Okay.
I already have it.
So how was the first experience of you learning from BabyPips? Did you try live trading, demo trading? Have you lost money during that phase? Or how was it?
That time is the time that I felt like the king.
Why?
I know these things. So I'm about to make millions. So I'm like, I'm about to make millions. I'm about to make a killing in this. So after some few months of learning from BabyPips, you learn some patterns, candlesticks, then you think I'm good now. You know the Dunning-Kruger's effect?
Yes.
Now I was like that person.
You feel you know everything?
I feel I know everything.
Yeah.
In the demo accounts, I'm making a killing.
So that time you're on BabyPips and doing demo.
And I'm doing demo accounts.
So you're making a killing. Very huge.
So I decided now it's time to step up and put some money. Not a lot.
Of course, yeah. Everyone starts with something.
10,000 Kenya shillings.
That time the exchange rate was pretty Good. That was about $90.
Yes, about
$90.
$90. Yeah. $90. Because I remember it was around 106, 105.
Yeah. So about $90, yeah.
So when you remember that money you've hustled,
you saved it.
You've hustled for it, you've saved. So you decided, let's get into it. Hey, my friend. First trade, obviously, you make $10. That's 1,000 Kenya shillings. You're like,
yes.
Wow.
It's real.
Let this one today.
It's real.
within some few minutes. And if I make that tomorrow, the other day, there's a day. If I've made this one within an hour, let me give myself 2 trades a day.
You're gonna make $20.
You feel like so. The first day I made around $25.
And do you know now, in terms of percentage, that is a whole 25% return. From $100, that is a 25% return.
Imagine the lot size that I was.
Yes, of course.
The risk that I was.
The risk that you are taking, yeah.
So the first trade, and you get the first money, you decide. No, we had planned with Gerald. We will not use the money. We will grow our accounts. That compounding mentality. We will grow our accounts because our first target, before we withdrew, our first target $500.
$500 then.
If I can make $20 per day, that's not a long time. We can get there.
You can get and if you trade more in a day again, you can make more.
I'm going to get there. Hey, my friend, that was my only and last trade in that account. My first and the last winning trade.
That one trade?
Yes.
$10, then $90. 90 plus the $10 disappeared.
Everything.
Did you even understand why you lost the money?
Now that was my biggest problem. I was like, so I was watching other people. They were telling me, losing money, it's normal. It's normal. Yeah. So you're like,
I'll come back.
I'll still come back. But end deep, you know that thing is eating you up.
Yeah, for sure. That is a very similar experience to me and Ken when we started. We had a $300 account, first deposit. We've learned for about a month, still on BabyPips, reading a few books, deposited $300. In 2 weeks, it was at $1,200.
Ooh.
You see? As now you are saying, it needs to push to $1 million so that we can go to Dubai. Hey, my lad. That $1,200 plus the $300 deposit, everything went in 2 trades again. So I feel like it's always a nature of how markets work. Markets will come and the first move it shows you it's possible here. So you get a win. Most traders will come into the market and get a win first.
You get lucky.
Yeah, you get lucky and you make money and you feel like, it's possible here. I remember that time I was saying, even the professor does not multiply money like this. So why am I in class?
You're making money more than the people who are paid by the government.
So I was like, let me call quits. But I think that is the natural journey of how most people get glued into trading. The market shows you that there's money to be made. But again, if you do a few things wrong, there's money. Like everything can go. So I truly relate to your story. Just different account sizes, but it's a very similar story. You come into markets, make money, then lose everything. Then from that point, it allows you to make money so that you don't quit immediately.
Exactly.
It has to show you something good so that you get stuck there.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly. So you're like, hey, in as much as this light is moving, I'm also moving with it. Yeah, so you lost your $90.
And I almost gave up on trading, by the way.
During that same time?
During that. 10,000 Kenya shillings.
Gone.
That's a lot of
your
money.
savings. That was 2020.
You had saved that money.
Yeah, man. It's COVID. It's COVID. You're in campus. Young people in campus, you better use that 10K kupiga sherehe than kusave that you invest. Why are you investing when you're 20? Yeah,
that time, I almost told Gerald, you know what?
Also, Gerald lost money, or you guys were trading in one account?
He also lost money.
Okay. Nice.
Because now you are like, you trade your own account, and I trade, let's see who makes
the most. As we help each other.
As we help each other. Let's see who is getting this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Kilituramba.
So what made you not give up from then, even before you met us way later?
In fact, there's a time I had put aside trading. And I was like, this thing, everybody, if other people that I'm seeing are making a living out of it,
and me, I'm not. And me, I lost my savings.
And I lost. What's happening? So I decided to do. What did I do wrong? Now that was my way back.
Okay.
What did I do wrong? So like I have to find out even if I'll not go back, I have to find out what I did wrong, because if other people are making money, if Tarrus were making money, by then
working for other people.
We were watching your videos. That time.
That was still 2020. I remember we were very still heavy on content. Yeah.
Yes, we were. I remember there was a time, because Gerald is the one who found out about you. Hey, bro, there are these people. In fact, they are Kenyans. These people are making a killing.
There's no come local.
Now it's local. If these Kenyans are making money and they are doing the analysis, I remember those times. I think you used to do those.
Yeah,
those
we used to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah, market breakdowns. Yeah.
So we used to
join, and
the way you did. We used to join the
Zoom sessions.
The Zoom sessions.
Yeah.
We used to. Now we are there. We are learning
how to break down the
markets. We were very serious now, but my mind was already off. Gerald alikuwa naona this person has no interest anymore. But deep down, the 10K
is what was hurting you.
Is what
you didn't think about how much more you can make even after you lost 10K.
But exactly, I was reflecting back on that. So with time, it started becoming something interesting.
Even just the learning part of it,
yes,
the watching videos.
There's somebody who gave me the Robert Kiyosaki book, the Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
When I read that book, like most people, we are working for the money, but there are some people
the money is working
for them.
Yeah, okay.
It was like we are here, we are working for the money. We are working so hard. Unaenda huko, unaenda Gikomba. You look for those clothes you come and sell, so that at the end of the day, you can have money.
Something small, yeah.
But there are people who are just seated somewhere. They have
the money
put their money somewhere. The money is coming to them. So I think reading such things. By the I was a very.
Were you a reader, or you never used to
read?
Okay.
I hated reading. Even the books that we used to read in high school.
Never. That was not your vibe.
That was not my vibe. I used to get the content when the teacher is in class. But me, if you find me with a book reading, my reading came about when I started doing BabyPips.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice. And I think trading again really forces people to, even Caleb was not a reader. Caleb was like you. In school, he never used to read. Just lack of interest, and probably his interest was in something else. He wanted to do films when he was in Form 2 already. But now he's being told to read Kiswahili and everything. So he really hated school. But now when he came to trading, he now actually reads even as much as us. So trading will literally force you to become a reader, because there's a lot of research, even if you're doing it alone. A lot of research. If it's BabyPips, you have to be reading. And it's pretty a lot of just, assuming knowledge. Yeah. So fast forward to, you didn't quit, you pushed it, you continued doing the education part of it, you followed us, you watched a lot of our content, the Zoom sessions. So fast forward to, let's say, how was your journey now in 2022? Now last year.
From
when did you come back into trading? Now, like, okay, now even let me open another demo account probably.
In fact, what I did, when I decided now I want to come back to trading, when I finished my course, hey, my friend, you go there, you tarmac. There's no work. The internship
now
alone,
the unemployment. Getting an internship is difficult.
Internship alone is difficult. And on what they are giving, it's maybe lunch and your fare. To and from.
Nothing much.
Only that. You go and work for somebody for free.
And you remember, hey, I need my money to work for me.
I need my money to work for me. So the owner of this company is expecting me to come and work for him so that he can get money. The only thing he's giving me is lunch
and fare.
Because in the morning, I'm in the house. In the evening, I'm in my house. So I'm only there during the day.
During the day, yeah, for sure.
So I looked at that and like,
what course were you taking? What course did you take? Architecture?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm an architect.
A whole architect struggling to get a job, you know.
My friend,
so you're an architect by profession?
Yes.
Like, you're certified to do that? Okay, nice. So the job hustle, the tarmacking, you're like, I remember there's something I can do.
I remember there's something that, let me go back to whatever I was doing. So in 2021, I decided, you know what? Let me now start doing this.
That is when you finished school, 2021?
Yes, around 2021.
Okay.
That's when we graduated. Now I decided, you know what? Let me go back to trading.
Trading, yeah.
Because I had already started. I had some clues of the markets. Now it's not
so new. Yeah.
Now I already know I cannot make a million in one day.
True.
It's already in me. So I decided, let me now start this journey. And I remember it's for almost the whole of 2021, I had not put real money.
Real money, okay, yeah.
It was all about learning and all that.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
Remember, all that time you lose, you get some little money, zile za upkeep,
yeah.
Upkeep kidogo. Yes, and I've been doing that since then, 2021, 2022, the whole of 2022. In fact, 2022 now it's when you started upgrading. There was a time you guys came to Nyeri.
Yeah, that was 2020 last year.
Not last year. It was either 2022 or 2021.
Last year was 2022. I think it was earlier last year, 2021.
It was 2021. So when you guys came, I was not in that meeting. So, but we had seen in your those people who are organizing. They had told us, you know what, the financial hub
team are coming.
The financial hub team are coming. So that's I was trying to do something.
Were you in Nyeri then?
Yes, I was in Nyeri, but I was held up somewhere.
Okay.
So what I did, I told my friend, one of my friends, Gerald, and another guy called Davy. You guys go. Whatever you will discuss there, you will
pass along the information.
Pass along the information. So that's how we got to know you, by the way. That's how we met.
So from knowing from the online space, Zooms, and
let's now go and meet these people.
Okay. Yeah.
Now that's when Gerald interacted with you guys. He came and told me, you know what? I think those guys are legit. I think those guys are legit.
For sure.
So I think that's the time now we started putting our mind.
Because I think after a couple of months, Gerald joined the program.
Yeah, he joined last year.
Yeah, last year, I think. Yeah, towards.
In fact, what we did, we said, you know what you will do? Go to Financial Hub. Let's first send you there. If it works for you, what we will do, whatever you learn, you come and teach me. So that's what we used to do.
Yeah.
He learns something, then in the evening you're there. This is what you do. This is
what we learned today.
This is what we learned today. And he used to take a lot of notes.
Yeah. I remember. He used to take a lot of notes. So those are your notes being taken for.
So that's what we did. That's what we did until it came to a time. He told me when he was about to finish, "Hey bro, you know what? At this point, kuna vitu sita kufunza. Even if I try to tell you whatever Tarrus says, you will not understand unless you go and hear it from him." So that's when we decided, you know what? I'll also give it a try.
Okay.
But we have been trying all that, doing some bit of research, following Caleb's following game, and all those things. Yeah.
That's nice. So Gerald joined us last year. You had already gotten some background through BabyPips, through learning from Gerald, learning from us.
And by then he was already making money.
For real?
Yes.
Now you're
but
like, now I'm the one missing out.
But for me, hey, what am I missing?
Okay.
What am I doing wrong? So that was my mentality. He told me, you know what? Some things are not even if I give you my whole strategy, there's whatever, because
that time now he's forming something of his own. And
he's already forming something of his own. At the end of the day, you will either follow Tarrus' strategy Ken's or Caleb's. So he already had something. This is what I want to focus on, because this is what I find it can work for me.
Okay.
But when I try to follow his things, Hey, my friend, he told me, whatever works for me cannot work for you.
He's not giving you the reality punches.
Yes. Whatever
Brother,
works
I thought we were here together. It's not gonna work for me again.
He told me, you know what? What you will do, you go and learn something. Maybe at the end of the day, you will get whatever I didn't, whatever you're missing. You will get something that I didn't deliver to you directly.
Or something that will work for you.
Something that will work for
you.
me.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Okay, nice. So that was towards the end of last year?
Yes, that was.
Because I remember Gerald finished probably mid last year, towards the end of last year.
Yeah.
And you joined us this year.
Yes.
So you joined us this year after knowing us for a couple of years. I think 2020, around 3 years now. What really now made you to take the initiative to like, okay, Gerald has told me this, I know some few things. Why not, okay, let me now go to Financial Hub. And also include that with, as you answer that also, what were your expectations as you're coming into the course now? Because you've seen us, you've learned. YouTube, we have over 300 videos. What were you expecting from the course? And you've already finished it right now. Take us through your journey now with Financial Hub, from your expectations to where you are right now.
When I was coming here, I knew what I was looking for. I already had, I was not a newbie that candlestick, Caleb will come and tell me this candlestick is named. So I already had something. So I knew what I was looking for.
And that was? That was?
You know, there are things that you know that you don't know, and there are things that you know that you don't know.
You don't know. I remember, I think I gave you that quote in a risk management class.
I remember.
So
for me, I knew some bits of what I was looking for.
What was the missing link for you to?
But before I came here, I didn't know what it was. But I knew I'm missing something. There's something I'm missing, but I didn't know what. Because if I knew what, I wouldn't have come. I would have worked
around solving it on your own.
But I knew I kind of knew I'm missing something. And I need to know what I'm missing. So what I did, I decided, you know what, let me enroll. Let me come, enroll, do everything. From
scratch,
so that I can know what am I really missing. And I didn't want to do the online classes. But for me, online classes were not my thing, because I wanted to interact. I wanted to feel if it's a question, I want to ask you directly.
And I show you live.
Yes, this is what I'm doing. You will have
practical learning, basically more practical learning.
Yes, and also it creates some intimacy. You'll get to know.
Get more open with someone also. Yeah. You know, on BabyPips, you can't ask BabyPips a question now.
That's my point.
I know.
So I decided I'll not enroll for the online classes. Let me go there. Kama kitaniramba ni sawa.
For sure.
Wacha niende huko.
So you decided to let me commit my funds now, and
exactly.
Probably you'll get value out of it.
Yeah, so at least I got whatever I was looking for. My problem, I think I'm still in the process.
Because you just recently finished, so there's a lot still to fine tune and still find out if it works or not works, and still to still take some time before you get now that this is my sweet spot. Right now, probably you know that this is my problem, and probably now you're working on it.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
but remember, as you're working for that problem, you find you have another problem.
Sure. Problems never end. I always say they have sisters and brothers, and they camouflage.
When they start coming, they bring their cousins.
For sure. Yeah. So, how was the course for you? It was a 2 months course. So, how did you feel it's too long for me to just solve probably 1 or 2 problems?
It was a game changer for me. First, it was a game changer for me, and the 2 months I can say they were worthy of my time.
Okay, nice.
Probably for many people out there, most of the people out there think, when 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. 2 months ni mingi sana. I need 2 weeks.
2 weeks, exactly.
By the out there, people are taught for 2 weeks.
And you'll find actually now that is what most people are going for.
Exactly.
The one which is pretty quick. You see, this is for 2 months. No. There is a 2 weeks one. You see, like naturally as humans, we tend to go for the shortcut.
Exactly.
No one wants to go through the jungle and trying to find something give it to me as soon as possible. You see?
This is what I want my Bugatti.
Yeah.
And you're telling me to wait for 2 months. And there's somewhere I can get it for maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. And probably even a signal. I don't even need to go for 2 weeks.
By then, most of the people out there are selling signals.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's not what I was looking for.
For sure.
For me, it was about having my own thing.
Like the skill development.
Yes, I developed whatever I had started long time ago.
Exactly.
I know how does Tarrus think, how does Ken think around markets, how does Caleb look at markets, and now you incorporate with whatever you knew.
Yeah, you knew. Yeah.
Kama ni kiboko, you get to know your mistakes.
True.
It's always good when you learn your mistakes from others, other than learning them from
mistakes
yourself.
from yourself. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So within the course, what are some of the valuable things, 1 or 2 key things, apart from probably the technicals which you knew, and what are some of the 2 key takeaways that you said probably you will use it to now change your trajectory of trading?
The psychology part of trading.
Psychology part of trading.
Yes.
So psychology is very, very important. And we always say psychology is 90% trading is 90% psychology. So if that is what you felt very valuable and that is what you're really working on, all the best.
In fact, I remember Ken telling us, if you can understand the behavior of a human being, the nature of a human when it comes to greed, irrationality, you will understand trading.
Exactly.
But if you cannot understand those,
the human mentality.
Yes, don't come to trading.
For sure. Because trading is heavily psychological. Even at whatever level of trading you get, it doesn't have to be a beginner. It's difficult for a newbie. It's difficult for me. It's difficult for the expert. It's difficult for the fund managers. So that is one thing that, and again, you're trying to really understand the human mind.
Yeah.
And you always say, the mind that we come, or the mind that we were born with, does not work in trading.
Exactly.
Because that mind is basically, your mind is always meant to safeguard you, not to put you in uncertainty. And the business you're in is a business of uncertainty. I remember telling you I lost a trade on Euro USD.
Yeah.
It's because at whatever level of trading you get, a loss will always be there. You see, it's all because you're working under probabilities and possibilities.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you are dealing with those 2 things, the human mind will try to safeguard you from, basically trying to take you from the uncertainty to make sort of certain decisions. You see?
Exactly. It wants to be risk-free.
Yeah, exactly. It wants to be risk-free. And here we're in the business of risk, basically managing risk.
Yeah.
So psychology is one thing. So even for all the traders out there, that is one thing I'd advise you to purely focus on. Not really purely, but heavily focus on that. Don't focus on trying to get the best holy grail in terms of technical analysis, because we taught you 3 strategies.
Yeah.
And we told you, like, those strategies work for us. It's for you to understand the concept, and if you understand it, the philosophy around it, it can also work for you. So it's about you, again, to work around it to make it work for you. So it's not that I'm saying, get this strategy and it will make you so much money. Personally, for me, I think I taught you risk management. And that is one thing that, again, I always believe risk and psychology go hand in hand.
Exactly.
The moment your risk is off, you won't be patient. You see?
Most of the people are not even able to. When you put live money, you're not able to press that button.
For sure.
And the moment you press it, your
rationality
adrenaline
goes.
your adrenaline, rationality out of the window.
Out of the window, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel most traders, again, end up losing money and quit trading. Not because trading is difficult, but because they just didn't know how to manage the risks. Yeah. So I feel like that is really one thing that, if through us we've helped you now understand what are the reasonable returns from the markets, what risks are acceptable in the markets. That's a very valuable skill to have, because I always say, again, even before you become a trader, and I don't like that name, a trader, because everyone is trading out here. Guys, you are trading clothes.
And I was a pro that time.
Exactly. Everyone is a trader at whatever things they are selling or buying. But for us now in the financial markets, basically, we are more of risk managers.
Yeah.
Like, we're here to just manage risk in an effort to look for a reward. So we don't look for rewards without managing risk. That is one thing that, if a trader does that, they will lose everything. You don't look for the return before covering the risk.
Exactly.
So we first cover the risk, then look for the returns. And that is why, again, I always tell people, as you come into trading, you know, everyone is lured into trading, just the same as you, same as us, through, you know, there are some people living large. So your mentality as you come into trading is already, I want to live large.
Exactly.
The mentality people should come into trading with is, I know I will live large, but I first have to know how to safeguard the downside.
But there was something else I learned. It is not a one-day thing.
It's never a one-day thing. 1 day, 1 month, 2 months. The 2 months actually just like the educational part of, you know, this is the framework of how the industry works.
Then you will give us the framework, then we go and work. We will not just direct go and start earning.
For sure.
We'll have to work on it.
You remember what you talked about backtesting?
Exactly.
Did you have that before?
I didn't used to backtest.
Now you know the valuable of backtesting.
Exactly.
You see, so such things you realize that most traders out here don't, as you say, they don't know why they probably are not consistent, or probably are still blowing accounts, or why it's not working for them yet. And you'll find, even me personally, I have personal friends who just decided to quit on trading because, you know, they didn't give it that much time to understand what the market needs from you. You know, the market knows what it needs from you for you to make money. It knows you need to be like this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
It's you who doesn't know. But the market knows you need to be patient. You need to know how to control risk. You need to know how to control FOMO. But the person now trying to trade does not know what the market demands for them to make money. And that is why I think most people say trading is very difficult. It's not really difficult to understand the concept or the framework. As you said, it's difficult to understand the human mind.
Exactly.
Because me, I always believe I can teach my nephew who is 8 years what is a candlestick. If you see a resistance, it's a place you can
the pivots.
The pivots.
When it gets here sell, when
it gets here buy. It's a very simple concept.
But when it comes to
when you put the money on the table, everything goes off. So I like that you are growing in those aspects, that you are trying to find what is the missing link. I'm glad probably you found it and get better at it, you know, improve on those psychology and risk. I always say if you manage those two things, you'll come out of the other side of success of trading. Now, as you come into now live markets and, you know, trying now to get into live trading, because again, that is where now you start learning now the mindset. So what is your plan now moving forward? Are you in prop firms? Are you in a retail account, your own personal account? Take us through that.
I have a personal live account, and I'm also in a prop firm.
So you're doing both. Nice, very nice.
So my prop firm is still in progress. I'm in phase 2.
Phase 2. That's nice. So phase 2, which prop?
My funded FX.
Oh, my funded FX. Phase 2.
FX. I'm
That's
in
nice.
phase 2.
How was phase 1 for you? How did you decide? Now let me start a challenge. Let me try scale up capital.
I think for me from the word go, I like my skin in the game.
True.
I like to. For the demo account, you place nothing.
Nothing. You know.
This is not.
There's no seriousness there.
But when your money is at stake, you
keeps you on your toes.
Yes, keeps you on your toes. You know,
True.
if I make this mistake, my money is.
Exactly.
My money will.
So you're more cautious.
You're more cautious.
Yeah, that's nice.
So when the money is on the line, I think it keeps me focused on my goals, on whatever I'm planning to do, and everything.
Yeah,
You know what you look.
Even the energy to wake up and analyze markets.
Exactly.
You know, when you have a demo, why should I analyze markets? So that what happens?
So by the way, most of the people with demo, they just go look at the market and see this can be a buy.
They put it there.
Exactly. Don't go and look for the fundamentals. You don't.
Position size is not even serious.
Position size is not serious. You have $1 million account.
Hey.
And in one trade you're making
$100,000.
$100,000. My friend, you're making a killing. But when the money is on the line, and when you put real money, there, you know whatever you're looking for, and at least you stop becoming so much into the markets every time you want to press that button, every time, because when the money is on the line, you're not wanting to you not want to be pressing that button every time. You want to be patient. You want to look for a specific
setup. Yeah,
I think that's one thing I learned. It's not all the time. It's not about pressing that button. Sometimes it's all about waiting. Yeah, you just there looking at it, and it's very boring. It's very boring.
Very good point. Good trading is boring. That is a good point. Because you might find, like for me, this week I've had only 2 trades. And I don't see myself having another potential good trade for the week. And that is it for me. You see, someone else, only 2 trades, and this is your full-time business. Are you serious? In a week, you only took 2 trades. So it's a game of, even me, for me, 2 weeks can pass, and what I'm looking for in the markets is not there. See, so that is, again, the game of patience, which again is psychological, Yeah. And when the money is on the table, there's what I call the fact that the market is our boss. We try to make him or her pay us. Hey, salary, pay me. So that is what we'll try and make other people, again, even on live trading. Someone who doesn't have a structure, doesn't know the risks involved in the markets, doesn't understand that everything can go. And I think when we were talking about risk management, I think I showed you the list of trading losses in history.
Yeah.
Guys have lost billions of dollars, not hundreds of dollars, billions. So if billionaires are losing it, if the big hedge funds are losing it, now imagine the job that is there for the individual independent trader in his bedroom. These big banks have, a whole research team with some of the top minds.
But you're there by yourself.
You're there by yourself, It's really crazy, The fact that even when you don't have structures for how you will trade, you might easily, again, lose. There's no amount of money that can't be lost in the markets. So it's more about, do you understand the concept of patience, managing risk, taking very small risks, looking for bigger risk rewards, such concepts. So I'm happy that you passed your first one. Congratulations.
There is something else I didn't mention. I didn't have a trading plan.
You didn't have a trading plan?
I didn't know what a trading plan was.
Oh, after 2020, 2021, 3 years.
3 years.
No
I
trading
didn't have a trading plan.
Oh my God.
My plan.
You see now?
And look at the markets. This is a setup.
You
don't have a checklist. It looks like it can go to my favor.
So a checklist is another thing you got from learning from financial
a checklist, that trading plan,
journal.
Learn how to journal. Hey, my journaling was poor.
We'll start somewhere. None of us started with all that, you see. It's a concept of, if you push with time, things will align, you see.
Yeah.
But if you had quit the first time and, probably got a job in architecture, probably you're earning 300,000 and you're like, I'm not doing trading. But me always say, there is no business or anything in this world that has the potential to multiply money or to make money like trading, you see. A very small return on a very big amount makes so much money, you see. And even if you look at how hedge funds trade, they don't double their accounts every year.
Yeah.
A hedge fund has $100 billion in assets under management. Just by making 20%, they've made $20 billion. You see? So it's something that I always believe in. As much as other things can pull you out of trading, the longevity of how long it takes to just understand probably something like a trading plan. Or for me, I took 3-4 years to do backtesting. I started in 2016, 17, 18, 19. 2019, around the end, is when I was doing my backtest. Actually realizing there's something like backtest. So before I trade moving forward, I should look if it worked in the past. It was not there. So again, the learning journey of trading is difficult for an individual person, you see.
Exactly.
You might be alone and it might take you, like, similar to you. So now after 3-4 years now of learning on your own, in 2 months, you've learned what to change.
Exactly.
You've learned what to put into your trading plan. You've learned actually how to create a trading plan. Probably now you're journaling better. You've done your back test, you see. You know how to move into prop firms.
Yeah.
So again, I always believe, that is why for me I always say, you can learn trading in anywhere. You see, knowledge about trading is almost everywhere.
YouTube, TikTok.
Yes, so much.
Facebook.
But just getting a structured map, you know, for getting to the North Pole. Instead of going to the south, then go all the way around. Someone tells you we are the equator, just walk up.
Yeah,
you see,
exactly.
it really cuts down the journey of you. And again, not just the journey, you know, there's even the emotional stress, and you know, because in trading most times you're like, hey, I don't get this, it won't work for me. But probably you don't have the right principles for it to work for you.
Yeah,
you see?
Yeah.
That is why for me I always believe, okay, not even let me not say that about, okay, let me ask you that. From now, learning on your own to being with a friend who you're trading with, how would you recommend or talk about mentorship in trading? Because, you know, some people believe mentorship does not work. If the mentor is making money, why does he want to teach you, you know? Such things. We hear such narratives a lot around here. For someone who was not, probably you were self-mentored, then now you got some people to hold your hands. What can you talk about that transition or the importance of having someone who has been there? You've seen his journey, he's lost, he's come back, he's still doing it. It's working for them.
Like I always believe that most of the time as new traders, it's just like in the past during our childhood. If your mom wasn't there, things will be something else.
Concept. Yeah,
things will be something else. But if you have somebody to hold your hand when you're crossing the road,
even just a guardian, as you're saying, a mom or a guardian.
Yes, if you're crossing the road with a small child, then you decide, you know what I'll do? Yeah, let me leave that child there. Let me cross. The child, unknowingly, if you leave, he might decide to go to that direction, this direction,
or cross the road, get hit.
Cross the road, get hit. But when you're holding that person's hand, you able to direct. They are able to follow you. They are able to follow your footsteps. They are able to ask if something is being done wrong. You're able to rectify them. Like for me, for instance, when I came here, at least if I have an issue, I can call Caleb. I can call Ken. I have a problem with this. What do you think about it? And but there is something else. I got a very open team. People, I used to think back then when we were watching you with Gerald, how will you be able to? If they are making a killing and we are there trying to make 300 shillings. So I was like, bro, tutafika hapo, but when we came here, it was something totally different. You were able to get the support. Very free people. It's not that lazima, you know what, I'll have to book a schedule with Tarrus for me to be able to talk to him. Just a phone call away. Uko free? Are you free? Yes, I'm free.
Come.
You come, do your analysis. If it's something you needed help. So I believe for me it's something that has worked really well for me.
For you?
Because I can, if I have an issue, if I want to ask a question, the office is always open. You walk into the office, you ask your question,
get sorted.
You get sorted. You go home a very happy person.
And now you know how to maneuver the next problem.
Exactly. So it's having somebody to hold your hand is very important.
For sure.
In not only in trading, it's not only in trading, in everything that you do. If you're starting out something, there are always those people you look up to.
Exactly.
If you have such a person who has been there before you, they have walked that journey to their success, you will want to follow their footsteps.
True.
Because if you start following your footsteps, at the end of the day,
there's no footsteps.
There's no footsteps.
Yours are behind.
You're just starting. Uko hapo unakanyanga matope. Then you get lucky. That bear land. Then, in fact, most of the time, the chances are that you will always walk on the wrong things. You will always follow the wrong direction if you're on your own. But if you have somebody to hold your hand, they are able to tell you, I did the same mistake. You're not going to make the same mistake that I did.
For sure.
This is what I did. Now let's follow this route. This is the route that I followed to my success. Now let's go, and you will be able to get where you're going in a very short time and easily.
Yeah, true.
You will have that transition easily, very easily.
Yeah. And I always say it saves you time and money.
Exactly.
Because probably you'll still be doing you'd be feeling confident in yourself, and probably things are still not working. You know, our minds are very good at being delusional. Meaning, I'm okay. Tarrus is also here. I will get to there, you see. So yeah, the fact that most people again think that they don't really need a mentor. I always say you can try it out. And actually trading, the first stages of trading should be, have you done your personal initiative to actually, first of all, even understand what is a PIP?
Yeah.
And that is the people I like to teach. Someone who has already done their own, in-depth research.
Yeah.
And just as you just want to find what is not working, what am I missing out on? Then that can, change your trajectory. So as we finalize now, just want to again congratulate you for your phase 1 passing. All the best in your phase 2. Probably will come back again and interview you on now the prop firm side of trading and how, because again most traders now are moving into that side of trading and without the right skills of how it works.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, traders, again, if you are again wanting to come into prop firms, we also offer a 3-day boot camp. A 3-day boot camp that is majorly focused on just how to or structure your system to make it make sense in the prop firm industry. It's a 3-day boot camp. You can always come to our offices and we'll tell you more about the product and how it works. So, Ketch, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
and
for
all the
having
best in your trading.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Thank you very much for having me.